My name is Adriana, and this is Many Roads, No Rules. I don't plan ahead what road I will take next, because I want those roads to find me, so I find myself. Please join me on this new adventure. Hi, Dawn.
Good morning.
Nice meeting you. And so, would you tell us why you decided to become a nomad?
Well, I'm actually a practicing nomad at the moment. I've come down to the RTR for 10 days just to see what it's like. I have lived out of my car for a week or so here and there at various times over the last couple of years. And I can work from my car. I can do pretty much everything I need to do. And I love the freedom. I feel most alive when I'm out here and traveling. And I think right now I'm just trying to decide if I want to do this full time, stop renting my place, and fully embrace this life.
Which is the motivation that moves almost everybody doing this, right?
Yeah, there's...
What have you observed in the RTR?
Well, seeing a lot of like-minded people and people that have been doing this for a while successfully, and not just RVers, but people that are like living out of their Kia Soul and have been doing so for 4 years, or a Toyota, hatchback and things like that. It's just, that really is being minimal, and that's another part of it too. I mean, I want a simple life. I don't want too many material possessions. I just want to use the things that I have. I enjoy backpacking, and a lot of what I've learned from backpacking transfers over to this life.
And basically start with whichever vehicle you have, right?
Yeah, exactly.
For people who may be wanting to do this, just start with whatever you have.
Yeah.
To see if you like the life.
Yeah, I think you can overthink everything. You can spend a lot of time looking at different vehicles and different builds and watching YouTubes, which is all great. Thinking about it, but for yourself, yeah, just putting the seats down in your car or taking the back seat out and just seeing how you would sleep in there. Maybe marking out your apartment to see how you would live in that space. Just try it out where you are.
Right.
You don't have to go full time immediately.
Right.
Just practice and see what you think of it.
And what vehicle do you have?
Well, this car is pretty wonderful, really. It's a SUV. It's a RAV4 Prime. It's a 2021. I just bought it in June of this year. And I've had a Prius Prime before this. And the thing is, it's got the engine, it's got the hybrid system, but it also allows you to plug it in at charging stations or at home, either 12 volt or 110 or 240. And it's got 7.8 kilowatts of battery on board. The batteries are underneath the car, so it's got low center of gravity, which is huge. It's basically a generator. Once those batteries are charged, you can utilize that power either to drive the vehicle. It'll do about 50 miles on a charge, or you've just got loads of power to use for boondocking. You can plug an inverter in there. It's just a great car. It's comfortable, it's sporty, it's got about 8 inches of ground clearance.
Nice.
They're pretty hard to get. I had to go to Maine to get mine. But I love it. Yeah, it's the best vehicle I've ever had. From Portland, Maine, a dealer out there.
Right, but where did you go from?
I live in Boulder, Colorado.
Right, so it was quite a journey.
Yeah,
to just go get the car.
Yeah, and I did a 10-day trip coming back. I purposely went to places I hadn't visited before and made a road trip out of it.
Nice. So can we see how you made your home there?
Sure. Well, first I'll maybe talk about the power. The thing is, you know, if you're traveling, you can find a charging station, plug in, and then you can run. It's called night. What's it called? Room mode, and you can run the AC or the heater, and you know all the things you need to power while you're charged in. It's like an umbilical cord to the grid. And then in terms of the power, I have a small battery pack here, a Rockpals 300 watts. So this is being charged. Like the car is running right now. It's just running. It's in ready mode. I could drive it off, but it's taken from the 7.8 kilowatts, charging this inverter or this battery pack, and that's running my cooler, which is up here behind the passenger seat. I actually found this cooler in the trash.
Wow!
I'm so pleased with it. It didn't have the cords, and it's a bit finicky. Sometimes it stops, but it fits here perfectly. It's the right place for my head.
Perfect support for the mattress.
Right. So I sleep up here. So that's my bed area. This is a trifold mattress with a Amazon blanket on it.
Yeah.
Very comfortable. I'm 6 feet tall, so there's slightly more than 6 feet there. And what else? So back here, this is a pretty simple. This is just like chuck stuff in the car that you already have. There's no build going on here. It's just use what you've got. So this tote fits really well here.
And it's huge.
It's huge. Came from Costco. It was like $10. In here is a combination of food. I've got my jet boil. Kitchen stuff.
So yeah, different people will have different things in there, but you get a lot of 27 gallon. I see there.
Yep.
It's a lot of storage.
Exactly, and it's got a flat surface if I want to do any prep food up here or cook.
You could even sit on your bed and just use your laptop there.
Yeah, there's not a lot of room. Like I could sit back here and kind of do it. I am kind of out of the elements a little bit here, but I couldn't really do it from bed. But I can show you something else.
Okay, perfect.
In a minute. I have a few different options. And then this tote, this is just a collapsible one.
Yep.
I just put that on top there when I'm driving. This table is a 4-foot. That just fits under here when I'm driving.
Under the mattress.
Yep. Doesn't move around or anything. And I just put the chair on top. Here's my bathroom. It's a luggable loo with the lid.
And you use plastic bags?
Plastic bags, yeah. Double them up. Don't leave them around for too long. Take them, get rid of them as soon as you can. But basically everything to do with washing and peeing and all the rest of it is in this bucket. I've got, disinfectant wipes. I've got, all the stuff. It's all in one place. And that fits back here. So the rear passenger seat here, I could use it if I wanted to. I've got a 5-gallon jug of water here. I haven't filled it yet, but I understand you can get a gallon of water for 25 cents almost everywhere. Yep. A USB faucet on top. So I just, so yeah, the bathroom toilet thing goes there. I don't do my business in the car. I'm not quite at that point yet.
Yeah, many people have a small privacy tent.
Yeah.
For that, and those are cheap.
I do have one of those. I didn't bring it. I find it very difficult to put away.
I know.
I just have to practice that, 10 times in a row once I can do it.
Takes time.
Yeah. I have an IKEA. These IKEA bags are fantastic. I'm sure most people know about them, but for 99 cents, they're strong. I keep the water in it as well. If the water happens to fall over, I think it would actually catch the water. So my clothes are in here. I use these.
Organizers?
Yeah, so you know, shirts are in one, and bottoms are in another, towels and stuff. I have another one for my electronics, another one for all my, you know, toiletries.
Yep.
So
And
it
we
just
don't need much clothing here. I mean,
right.
a couple of pieces and you're good.
Yeah. Also on this side, well, I do have these, you know,
Yeah.
these things where you can leave it open a little bit.
Those are so necessary. Yeah.
I haven't used them, but I also have screens that just like stretchy things that come down.
Yep.
So there's a lot of space actually right under, under here. There's the spare tire, and I've got all kinds of stuff in there as well. I can't get to it right now. So yeah, there's plenty of space here. So I have 31 miles of electrical range right now, which is, I'm not using it to drive, I'm using it to power everything. I did want to show you, I work remotely. So I stick my table there. Oh, I've got a laptop back here somewhere. So yeah, I can just work here. I've got my screens as well, so you know, I've got privacy all around. So and this car actually has Wi-Fi.
Perfect.
I have AT&T. I pay $20 a month, and
Wow.
works pretty well. So yeah, this is the office. And then we can go around the other side here. Over here I have, here's my toiletries and electronics, kind of keep those handy. Somebody else was showing me how they keep their water down here in these collapsible plastic containers. Yeah. So I might do that instead. I like that idea. Lower center of gravity, and but for now
it's a cool place in the car.
Yeah.
It's probably the coolest.
Yeah. Very cool, keeping it there. So I just keep the passenger seat here. I have this tray, which I use to eat off of. Keep a towel here. Towels are just handy if you spill something, or you know, you're doing anything messy, just have it so it doesn't mess up the car. I also can cook as I'm driving. I have this small crock pot. It's a 110. Plug this into the inverter that goes into the cigarette lighter. Then I can just, you know, pour a can of soup in there like an hour before I get to my place, and by the time I get there, it's fine. Although I find I can eat stuff cold. I don't even need to warm stuff up. You know.
I do that too.
Yep. I didn't show you this, but here's my coffee can, and I've got a 12-volt charger.
So that keeps it.
That will boil water in about 20 minutes.
Perfect.
As well, right off the 110.
And there's so many possibilities for food that you don't have to cook every day. That is a given. Yeah.
One thing I did do, so I'm not a full-time nomad, but I cook a lot. I'm a vegan, so I'm plant-based. I have an Instant Pot, so I'll make a big batch of food, you know, a curry or a chili or rice and lentils with vegetables, and then I freeze it, and then I find that it stays frozen for a couple of days.
Perfect.
And then, you know, that just gives it a few more days of life. And also, if you can cook things and put them into canning jars, and you don't even need to put them in the fridge.
Wow, that's a good idea.
But the other thing is just, you know, eating dried food. So,
Excellent.
I love it. It's great to be out here.
And last night you were delighting us with some ukulele. So that was good. You have a small chair there. I didn't see that one.
Yeah, I've had this chair for years. It's very comfortable. It's good for meditating too. I mean, you can basically get in a pretty nice position.
Right.
You know, you've got this 360 panorama here. This is a great table. Yeah, ukulele is a nice little instrument because it's light, it's small, gives you something to do. I also have some drumsticks. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
How far are you liking it?
I like it very much.
Nice.
I drove almost 1,000 miles in one day to get down here, and it was fine. It was pretty comfortable. I left
You
at 6.
volunteered at the RTR.
Yes,
That
I'm
is why we
volunteering.
see your...
Yep. I wanted to see Bob in person
Nice.
and see other people, see how they're doing it.
How did you like Bob?
Bob he's very down to earth on the one hand, and yet he's kind of like a guru on the other. He's very real and full of information, and to see him interacting with people, he's just so warm and friendly. And
Would you recommend new people who are trying to get on the road to come to the RTR to learn?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a safe way of trying this out. If anything goes wrong, you've got a big community of people here. All the volunteers are camping in one area. There's probably 50 people. There's like a notice board at the RTR where if you need anything or if you've got anything, it's a great community. Bob was talking about this on the first day. Just you have your own space, you have your own freedom, you live it intentionally, but you also are building community.
Yeah.
So it's
And they do have the Home on Wheels Alliance, where you can go and learn more about that.
yeah.
So thank you so much, John, for showing us your home on wheels. And you're going to the RTR now to work.
Yep, I'm volunteering. Yeah, today is mostly about solar, but there's a vegan gathering this afternoon, so I'm going to meet a couple of other vegans and come back here and have another fire.
Perfect.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
That's awesome.
So John, oh, you have the pumpkin hat.
Yeah, a lady, Anne, made hats for volunteers at the
many?
RTR. She made 75 of them. It's a real labor of love. They're all different. They all have a name that she's given them. And
Yours is
just
pumpkin.
pumpkin, yeah.
Nice.
Pretty straightforward.
And you do have a YouTube channel.
I do, yeah. My channel's called Prime Living.
Prime Living.
Prime Space Living, from RAV4 Prime. And the prime of our life, how to really make the most out of our life. So yeah, there's my channel, Prime Living.
I don't think we can see it.
Okay.
But I will put a link to your channel.
That would be
so
great.
our viewers can just click and go directly to it.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Bye.
Thank you.